7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Now everybody knows I like to make sauce. So you look at me like we should make lost. Like what you mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's your man BBondz, and I'd like to welcome you to another TheA&R Report. Let's go! Yeah. As you see, I'm on the road again. I'm out here on the road again, like my man said in that country song, Willie Nelson. We out here moving. St. Louis is the destination. We got to go check up on something real quick. And you already know what it is. You know, business always business. So right now in this episode, I want to talk to you guys about something that I've talked to you guys about before, but you know, now it's just like we really got to hone in and get a little granular on it so that we can start talking about how stupid we really look out here, you know? Now, I say this, I'm of the 90s. Let's just say the 90s, all right? The 90s. So that's Tupac, that's Scarface, that's Jay-Z, Bad Boy, Big, you know, that's just all of the classics, so many of them to name. I'll be on this thing until tomorrow naming them. But I'm from the 90s era of hip-hop. That was the era that really meant and stood out to me. And even listening to that when I was younger, because I was in my 20s then. Well, actually, I was in my teens then. I was still a teenager then. That music resonated with me because, you know, I was young and it was very impressionable. It was the lifestyle. You know, I wasn't living the lifestyle, being in the streets, guns, drugs, all that type of stuff. But, you know, it was more so communicated to us through music as a warning, as a lesson, as a parable, as a tale. You know, that's what it was communicated with, you know, to us. It was like, yeah, you do this happens, this is the outcome. That was pretty much how it was. But nowadays, the shit is like, it's gone more from drug dealing to, of course, you guys know, drug using. You know, we got these people out here, rappers, the biggest bass heads out now. Used to be people that we would want to be like. Used to be people that we would look up to and thought was so cool. You know, role models, you know, influencers. But now we look at these cats and we say, oh my God, these cats are so weird. They are so weird. What's going on with them? Why they acting like that? Somebody run a check on them. So, with that being said, you know, times change, people change, as well as trends change. And going from the 90s, hearing of different lessons and you know, more so life lessons, it was kind of like a big OG effect. And the OG effect, I explain it like this, that all the music, like I said, that we had was more of cautionary tales. So a cautionary tale to us, you know, just like, let's just say Renee by the Lost Boys. He was talking about a shorty that he had, and he was in love with her, and she did everything with him. They hung out, they smoked weed, they drank, they partied, you know, they did some business together. And then one day, something happened to Renee in the neighborhood. You know, she was a victim of random gunfire and she ended up dying, and that was it, you know? But it was a straight up tale. And at the end, I mean, Mr. Cheeks even gave you the moral of the story at the end. That was our music. This music now is more so kill, be on drugs. Or be a prostitute, sell your ass, get some money. At the end of that, laugh at everybody else because they don't have as much money as you. Be a scammer. Let me teach you how to scam. I mean, it's just getting so over the top. It's so over the top and ridiculous now that when I'm listening to other music, other genres of music, I'm just sitting there feeling bad. Like, my God, we just stick out like sore thumbs. We stick out like, not even sore thumbs, like sore legs. You know what I'm saying? If we can compare a thumb to a leg, we stick out that much. And it's crazy. And it's ridiculous. And it's something that we really have to get a hold of. You know, we are really allowing the most degenerate of our race, of our people, be thought leaders and influencers and role models for our youth. And I know that I'm coming off a little preachy right now. I know I'm sounding like Martin Luther King or whatever, but hey, I got to. Because at this point in time, man, you know, when people say, well, you're just a product of your community and your environment, now I can't give you that excuse. We used to be able to have that excuse back then just because information wasn't shared so freely. But now I can't even give you that excuse because we got so many, you know, lines of communication and to spread information around, you know, i.e. the cell phone, you know, the portable computer on your hip, you know, with up a terabyte of data that you can, you know, like, I don't understand how is it that we are still living and falling victim to the same tropes that have plagued our community for like 50 years, about 50 years. I don't get it. We have to do better in this sense. We have to be smarter in this sense. We have to grow. There has to be a natural evolution where we grow. I got 2 kids. I got a son and a daughter. And I don't allow both of them to listen to none of that stuff, you know? My son actually listens to a lot of alternative music, you know? He listens to a lot of, like, soft pop, you know? New age pop music or whatever. And my daughter, she listens to a lot of, like, show tunes, you know what I'm saying? Like soundtrack, like Disney soundtrack music. So I really just want to keep my kids away from that, and it's sad that that me coming up and making money and having the majority of my career, spending the majority of my career in the music industry, it's sad that I can't really share that with them. Like my parents used to share Earth, Wind & Fire and Isley Brothers and Anita Baker and Luther Vandross with me. It's sad that we can't do that with our kids. And the reason why is that we have, and I'm gonna tell you, this is the reason why, and I'm gonna have to place this as the title of this composition, is that the reason why is because we sell each other and our morals. We sell each other out for the money. That's what we do. I've seen that so many times. Me just observing us and how we act with each other in relationships, business partnerships, everything. We will sell each other out for the money quickly. And we'll blame it on everything else. We'll blame it on, well, my stomach was touching my back, instead of getting it the honest way, getting it getting it with integrity. We will sell each other out for the money immediately. And it's sad. And that's what we're doing. When I'm listening to legends in the game come up and they talking about, yeah, don't hate on these kids, they doing this and doing that and whatnot. No, dummy. No, you have kids too. Do you want your kids listening to all this stuff, falling victim and going out and replicating everything that they hear in these raps? No, your kids aren't in Chicago. They aren't in Memphis. And they're not listening. They're not that going out. And these are the soundtracks of their lives where they're going out, you know, riding with pole and killing people. It's not going down like that. I mean, if you've ever taken a deep dive in that whole Chicago situation, you'll see that Chicago situation is so surreal. It's just like, it doesn't even make sense. It makes you feel like, is this even real? That kids are actually, young teenage kids, preteens even, are so fixated on murder and so willing to do it. They willing to pull it. It's nothing to them. And why is that? Because they get their confidence through the music. It's just a way of it's a way of life for them now. You know, it's a way of, you know, gratification and validation for them. That's what it is. And it's sad that we as a people don't speak out against that. We don't. I'm looking at the Grammys about a month ago. And the Grammys even, you know, like if you're listening to other music, like you got your Taylor Swifts up there, you got, you know, your Hannah Montanas or whatever her name, Miley Cyrus's or whatever, their music that's winning all the big awards. It's pretty much motivational music. It's motivational, very aspirational and inspirational music. That's what it is. And it's it's so mind-boggling to me that we aren't ones that are just, I don't know, we aren't, I don't know, we just don't even understand that we need to switch the narrative. We need to switch the narrative. Okay, cool, they're making money off of this music. Kids are being able to make money off their music and change their trajectory, you know, of their lives. I mean, they're able to, you know, get out of the hood or whatever, so to speak. I mean, are they able to get out of the hood, or are they just amplifying what the hood mentality brings? Which one is it? You know, let's figure that out. Which one is it? But I mean, that's the reason why we keep repeating this horrible trend in our community of so many deaths. How can we be 13% of the population, but 53 or 54% of the violent crime murder in this country? The majority of the people who commit violent crimes that are locked up right now are us. And I tell you, man, I don't know. This is a theory of mine, but I really do think that those damn dreadlocks are the reason too. I think that they actually just create violent tendencies and violent ways, you know, on a person when they start getting dreadlocks. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's crazy to me, you know. It's really crazy because every time you see somebody who's done some type of, you know, some kind of violent crime or murder or just, you know, anything, just something, anything, they're always the same MO, always the same appearance, always. I don't get it. Tell your kids don't get dreads, you know, have them cut them. Kids who had waves and little nice haircuts like that, really wasn't getting in trouble like that. Now, I'm just messing with you guys, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of being for real because I look at it. It's like all the murderers, you know, the deviants, the degenerates right now, all got dreadlocks. All of them. Looks the same. It looks the same. Oh, but I don't know, man. You know, hopefully we can start as a people to start becoming a little bit more mindful of what we are feeding our kids in terms of music and entertainment. Hopefully we will be able to change the narrative, change the messaging in the music. We can do it. All we need to do is turn off the radio. All we need to do is, you know, change the narrative. And by changing the narrative, I mean what I mean is start promoting more motivation, less violence. More motivation, less violence. We are already a very aspirational people. We just need to go ahead and promote motivation. That's it. Not gonna make this long. I'm just driving, venting as I drive. I'm gonna probably do about 10 more videos on the way. But look, I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. We're getting there. We're almost at 500. I need this to hit in the next couple days. Please get me over the mark. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Just give me a listen. Just tell them to just, you know, just like it and subscribe. That's it. I got something pretty special planned for my 500 subscriber. So, hopefully we can get that in. You know what? You guys are awesome. Thank you for listening, sharing your ears with me. And look, I'm gonna get back with you guys in a minute. So stay tuned. And remember my motto: positive minds move forward. And I tell you, man, let's change the narrative. Okay, let's change the motivation. All right, we can't be violent all the time. We have to love one another. That's the only way we're gonna be able to get past all of this. So you all be smooth. I'm gonna get with you guys later.